Infidelity is something no person should actively strive for. It may seem tempting, like having your cake and eating it, but there are negative consequences to that, like calories. We all know cake is just for looking at, after all. Or maybe it isn't. I think I've f***ed the metaphor there. In any case, many video games let you pursue multiple romantic partners in various sexy ways, and some call you out on it. Not like that Persona 4 though. If you avoid studying and just hang out with the ladies, the beach trip in Golden isn't so much a friendship group excursion as it is Yu Narakami's girlfriend getaway, but a couple of his mates came along for the #bans. As such, I'm Ben from What Culture, and here are 8 genius video games that knew you were being unfaithful. Number 8. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Infamous for at some point enabling you to do a real-life virtual video game sex in real life, hot coffee was ultimately removed from San Andreas. But that didn't mean they'd get rid of the road to reach that copulation cup. You could have multiple girlfriends, but God forbid you do that, because during a date with one of your unfortunate bedtime associates, another would show up, yell at you, and you'd have to try and lose them by driving away as fast as possible. Get caught, and your date's over. She knows you're a piece of shit. Get away, and I assume she doesn't bat an eye, which is normal. Number 7. Mass Effect. Space sex forever, more like Mass Erect. Ha ha! Anyway, so in Mass Effect you can sex almost everything. There was even a DLC that let you stare wistfully into space and whisper sweet nothings to the Normandy's potted plants, and you could even interface directly with the ship. Maybe. In later games, pursuing a relationship would effectively lock the others off, but in the original Mass Effect, you could come onto both Liara and, depending on choices, Kaidan or Ashley. If you do, they approach you to settle it and proceed to bicker. Well, Liara's totally cool about it, but the other party's proper belligerent, and that's different in Mass Effect 3 though, where Liara has a bit of a huff if you buddy up with someone other than her, and she pretends to be busy for the game's final third. Number 6. The Sims 4. Turns out deleting the swimming pool steps isn't the worst thing you can do in The Sims. It's being an adultering great whacker. You could previously boff just about anyone you wanted in The Sims, but not in The Sims 4. In a vital piece of scientific research, the cheating party was seen to develop a drinking problem. Ha! That's what you get. And unsurprisingly, if they betrayed their loved one right in front of them, the other person violently lashes out. The children cry, the dog runs into traffic, death rocks up just in case, the moon crashes into the earth, possibly, and then the divorce papers are signed. Brutal. Deserved, but brutal. Fucking moon. Number 5. Fable 2. Peter Molyneux once described Fable 2 as the most profoundly incredible work of art ever released, and that the Pope bloody loves it. I mean, Molyneux didn't, but how do we know? He'll say anything. So in Fable 2, there's this right cunt called Kenneth, who prides himself on being a monogamy whistleblower if you marry more than one person. Spoil sport. If you meet him in the agreed rendezvous point under the bridge like the little troll he is, killing him will alert both spouses, so you've either got to pay him off or, and this is fun, choose which of the 2 people you promised your undying love to that you like the least and kill them, effectively removing any power Kenneth has over you, but like doubling or maybe even tripling your accumulated naughty points. Number 4. Silent Hill 2. James Sunderland's wife Mary was sick, and then was dead. He did it. He did the kill. Then he got a letter from her and toddled off to Silent Hill to find out how the hell that's possible. Then he bumped into Maria. She was pretty and nice and not dead, and he had several opportunities to get closer to her. So much so that should he tip the scale of Maria love, dead wifey turns into undead demony and wants a fight. To top it all off, Maria shows signs of illness just as you're leaving, implying that for old Jim, history is doomed to repeat itself. Why couldn't you just keep it in your pants, James? Number 3. Catherine. How could this one be left off? It's literally a game about being a right bastard to your significant other. Vincent Brooks, see Shaggy from Scooby-Doo lookalike, is in a long-term relationship with Catherine with a K, and she wants him to marry her, but he's too busy investigating haunted mansions with a dog and isn't ready to give that up yet. But ruh-roh, Catherine with a C manages to get Vinny to have a one-night stand with her, and he spends the rest of the game escaping a nightmare world of guilt and trying to keep the 2 characters apart in the real world. Depending on choices, you can get married married to Catherine with a K, get married to Catherine with a C and rule hell together, or go on your own way, bet on the wrestling, and use your winnings to fund Vincent's lifelong dream of space tourism. That's real. That's a real ending. Number 2, Stardew Valley. But it's so cutesy and innocent. How could such a fundamentally lovely game let you sleep about all over the place? You ask as you sleep about all over the place. I suppose you could call it a charming indie farming sim that lets you cheat on your significant other for whackers. Hashtag charming indie farming sim that lets you cheat on your significant other for whackers. Reach the Stardew Valley Fair having wreaked havoc in bedrooms across town, and Wellick will read your fortune. It seems like you're going to leave a few broken hearts behind. Are you playing with the feelings of those who trust you? He then spits on your shoes. Number 1, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Geralt, much like Commander Shepard, f***s everything that moves. The driving relationship of The Witcher 3 is with Yen, but you can sleep with as many prostitutes and subplot characters as you like, and she's totally cool with it. Nice. Go anywhere near former flame Triss, however, and oh boy. In a moment that had many players thanking their lucky stars, the pair confront Geralt, proposing for some three-way action. This'll be the greatest battle I've ever fought, thinks Jerry. So off he goes to the agreed-upon tavern, and Triss and Yen are there, already in their underoos. Nice. Jez is thrilled. He can't believe it. They erotically lure him onto the bed and chain his arms to the bedposts. Haha, nice. Growls G. Then they leave him chained up to the bed for being a cheating wee f***er boy. That's what you get, you bastard. And that's our list. Are there any sexy bad times we missed off? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can even follow me here on Twitter if you're a fan. I'm Ben from What Culture, and thanks for watching.